Dad? Are you learning? This place is great.
Huh?
You gotta try this.
Wow, this stuff is great. People are gonna love it.
Yes. Yes, they will.
Where's the microphones? Gee whiz.
I was gonna say, when you're
We're not ready. What happened there, Joe Gamble? We're so sorry, kid. Okay. Pow! Danny Vegas time. Danny Vegas world. We are live from Las Vegas, Nevada. The Gene Woods Racing Experience, the #1 tourist attraction in the world. And we are here 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Now, you know what's going on. Every couple weeks, we bring in a guest co-host, #1luckygal. And oh my goodness, hang a star on this one. You should have seen, hey. Oh, Danny Vegas is a pretty smooth operator. Mickey Manning, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Wow.
It's great to be here.
It's only taken me about 1.5 years, but I'm a smooth operator. Got you here, and you are co-hosting the show today.
Yeah, I was a little slippery and hard to catch, but I'm here.
Yes, very hard to catch. So anyway, Mickey, welcome to the show. You will be co-hosting for the full hour, and I forgot to tell you one thing. We make $1 million an hour on this show, and you get $500,000 when we're done.
Sweet.
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
Did I forget to tell you that?
I forgot to mention that.
Okay, well, we're so used to just rolling in the dough here that I forget to mention things like that. Okay. Well, Mickey, this is what we do. Segment 1, out the gate, we do a lot about shout-outs and events. So, if you got it in the back of your mind, you want to shout out anybody, this is going to be the segment to it. Now, what I tend to do, now it's a little bit of a rainy day here in Las Vegas. I thought it was supposed to rain yesterday. We don't get a lot of rain here, so it's kind of a big deal when it does. So what I like to do is, of course, I like to do my shout-outs. And one of the things I shout out, I don't know if you know about this, Mickey, but Vegas Inc. produces this great business magazine, and I love shouting it out because I do think it's one of the better business magazines in Las Vegas. And the reason why I like it, Mickey, is you don't have to have a college degree to read it. I mean, some of these business magazines, you read it and you're like, okay, whatever you're saying must be true. But actually, this is great. It's you can be a lemonade stand owner, or you can be a corporate 500 CEO, and you can get some great stuff out of that. And it's really good, and I love it. So I always tend to give it a shout out. You can get it in the mail. You can sign up for it, and it comes in the mail.
Wow.
Old school.
It's amazing.
I'm loving that. Okay. So, Mickey, about 2 weeks ago, or was it 3 weeks ago, I did see you at the Las Vegas Woman's Premiere Launch cover party.
That's right.
Yeah, I invited you, and you actually showed up.
I did show up.
Yes, so...
Janice Wilson with EchoChi got us up and had my Donald Trump and I do a little bit as Donald and Melania.
Oh, I didn't see that.
You missed it.
Now, we're going to talk a little bit about that, but because, many of you may not know, but we'll talk about that in a second. But anyway, Las Vegas Woman's Magazine is our premier sponsor here, premier media sponsor, and they, like I always say, Mickey, if you want to have a conversation with women of Las Vegas, you need to get hooked up with Las Vegas Woman's Magazine, be a vendor at their events, be an advertiser in their magazine, get in there somehow, get hooked up. I can do that. Ruth Lauber, Tammy Grable, I got their numbers on my speed dial. So all you have to do is say, Danny, we need to speak to Las Vegas Woman's Magazine, and I can make that introduction. Ooh. Yeah, I'm big man on campus on that. So, yes, hot. So, and there's a little article in here that we're going to talk about in segment 3. We're going to talk about in segment 3 about dating, and it's kind of a cool article. Now, I don't date because I'm married.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I guess. Is that my phone or your phone? It's got the same ring I do.
That's
okay.
An alarm.
Oh, is that alarm? It's saying, hey, it's Danny Vegas time.
That's right.
So anyway, what was I lost my train of thought. So we're going to talk a little bit about dating, and Mickey's a single gal, so maybe we'll get some input from her. Because Lord knows our hashtag Sharp Tank, we're always getting input on dating and stuff, so that's going to be cool. Okay, another thing I want to talk about is we're going to start airing Nadia Identifia Files. That is a show from Hollywood. So we're going to start airing it here in Las Vegas. We're going to give her a time slot. We just have to wait till we get, because we do have our shows out in public places. Some public places actually watch our WCOBM broadcasts. So I have to find a Nadia show that's not so naughty sometimes.
Probably tough.
Well, the last one certainly was. So that one kind of had to be put on the back burner. Very entertaining, I can admit you that, but that'll have to be put on the back burner. So I want to thank her for doing that. Now, in segment 4, okay, you're probably saying, I'm a co-host, right? Do I get to talk? So you'll get plenty of time to talk, okay? Don't worry. In segment 4, Business Titan, which is our last call segment, George Harris, okay, big man on campus here in Las Vegas. He's kind of like the, remember the X-Files? He's kind of like the smoking guy. He doesn't smoke, but he knows everything. Kind of always got his fingers in everything, and always he's got his antennas up. From Alien Tequila, I've been showing all the videos all week long. In fact, what we're doing today is after each segment, we're going to play a segment of the 3-part Alien Chronicle videos that he's famous for producing. I think they're a couple years old now, but they were really great, and we're going to be showing them at the end of each segment. So George Harris, segment 4, we'll be doing that. Okay. One thing else I want to talk about is what we're going to talk about in segment 2, which is you. Now, if you don't know Mickey Manning is the lady of 1,000 faces. In other words, and I was going to do this, Mickey, I was going to show some pictures. But I know that today it's not about that. It's not really about that. If you want to see Mickey as Marilyn Monroe or Lucille Ball or all the other characters that she does, we can certainly get you all the information for that. But I know you have a message here today, and so I didn't want to spend too much time showing pictures. You are an incredible Marilyn Monroe. There are a number of them out there, but some are just better than others, and you are good.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. So I will talk maybe a little bit about that in segment 2 because it's certainly part of your life.
Absolutely.
But if you've ever seen, in fact, it was so funny, Mickey, when I told people Mickey's coming on the show, what was their first question? What character is she coming on as?
She's coming as herself.
She's coming as herself.
And they said, what does that look like?
Yeah, they're like, oh, I've never seen her that. Same with John Domenico. He's the same thing. He came on my show as himself, and no one knew who he was.
We're incognito like that.
Yeah. So we're going to talk all about that. We're going to talk about you and what you're into and because we have a big announcement. We're going to do the big announcement in segment 2, and that's going to be great too. So, right off the top of your head, anybody you want to shout out? Maybe yourself or anybody else?
I would love to actually, let's make a shout out for the 555 event that's happening with the Chef Sandoval.
Okay.
That's coming up with the UNLV Community Garden, which I happen to be involved in.
Oh, that's right. I've got some friends that are into that gardening stuff.
Oh, yeah. Sustainable gardening. It's the way of the future.
Yeah.
A lot more nutrients that come out of vegetables when we grow them ourselves.
Yeah, that's right. Now, why is that? I don't know. Well, we'll get into that, I'm sure. So, you can buy the little packet of seeds and put them in the cup, and then you grow them, and then so I know I have quite a bit of girlfriends, friends that are female that do all kinds of gardening, and they take pictures and post, kale and stuff. So we're going to get into all that.
Well, there's a big event next Sunday, not this Sunday, but next Sunday at the UNLV Community Garden with the chefs for the event. They'll be planting. There's some art projects. There's lessons in gardening, so really exciting.
All right, you just don't put seeds in the ground, put water on it?
Well, you can, but if you really want them to flourish, there's some extra things you can do.
Okay. Well, that's it. Segment 1, $250,000 is in the bag. We'll be back for segment 2 right after this.
Mr. President, for all intents and purposes, the Roswell incident will go down in history as nothing more than a weather balloon crash.
Eric, what about the public?
With all due respect, sir, the public will believe what we tell them to believe.
Defense?
We've recovered something that you need to look at, sir.
I've already seen the alien bill.
This is something else, sir.